This is me, Ruowen Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today I kind of saw an interview from a YouTuber yesterday, and it was very interesting because during the whole episode, I noticed something like I think I talked about this a while back, but then I think it's very good for me to talk about it again anyway. But you guys are so used to me talking about the same topic over and over anyway. But it's just because recently I also have a lot of people asking regard of this question, so I thought I might well just we talk about it. And then see if I can accelerate the idea a little bit better for you guys. Anyway, during that YouTuber's interview, he was saying a lot of people is looking for soulmate. A lot of people is looking for the right one. A lot of people have a standard, have a list, and then saying this is the one I have, and I simply don't understand why I still cannot attract that one. So it comes to this point, people start questioning the law of attraction really work or not. I mean, I myself got a lot of being asked a lot of that question too. I've been talking about law of attraction in various different episodes regarding of how your law of attraction should never tie into other people. Understand that's based on other people also have their test of life. So it's more of your core feeling, what it is that you feel. Sure enough, if I accelerate the topic of loving yourself, people are still very confused. I mean, I talk about loving yourself for quite a few episodes by now, I'm pretty sure. But, just the concept itself is very hard for people to grasp. So in a previous episode, I say, what will you do? Like if people abuse your kids, that what will you do, right? I think I use that as an example because I'm a mom. So I know I will pretty much kill anyone who dare to touch a finger on my kids. Just like every dad out there. But it is also hard for people to understand that if they don't have their own kids. Sure enough, I give you an example of if it's your pet, if someone tried to abuse it, what would you do, right? Use the same way to protect yourself. Yet people still have a hard time understanding that. So anyway, I talk about looking at the mirror, talk to yourself. I talk about everything else. But what I start to come to this conclusion is people have hard time understanding or grasp what it is of loving myself and how will I do to impact everything else. Long time ago, people tell me, so loving myself is the end of the road. That's where I'm gonna heading. And I was making a joke. I said, no, loving yourself is actually just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Once you start getting that concept, you will start to realize how you can make everything happen. So, based on that broadcast I watched, I thought I share with you all because it's pretty much the right on dot. A lot of people will come to me and say, I would like my other half to be grounded. I would like my other half to be royal. I would like my other half to be honest. Things like that. Yet those things would change because a soul grow, personality change, habit change. What once honest people may or may not be honest later on. What you believe is quality, good quality, that what your standard right now may or may not be the right standard then. So I myself experienced a lot of relationship, and I used to believe I'm very good at scanning people. Probably based on my skill, I don't know. I just used to believe I'm very good at that. But understand, I also come from a very hard childhood. So, I did not know then, I know now that I was seeking for something that I was missing in my life. So when I'm looking for a partner, I'm continually looking for that quality that I believe will give me the least harm. That due to my fear, my radar may or may not be accurate. Does that make sense? Because I'm holding on to my fear all the time. And that fear is kind of that back signal or something like that that's making you attract wrong person. It's not until I'm later on, I myself exercise understanding what it is called loving myself. I mean, as it's the same for you, it's the same for me. It's a hard concept for me to understand, especially for a kid coming from my background. It's very hard to comprehend the idea. So, not until later on I start exercising that, I start to realize I try many different ways too, as many of you say, buy myself better thing, allow myself to go somewhere, someplace and things like that. And I thought by satisfying my own material world, I am somewhat satisfied myself, like taking care of myself. Only did I know how wrong I was. But anyway, I'm simply sharing my own experience with you guys. So what I'm saying is, the YouTuber yesterday mentioned something. Instead of having all the lists of what is right or wrong, that which our radar may or may not attract those people in, and do understand that's based on those radar is influenced by your insecurity within yourself, right? The best way to do is really look at the mirror and look at yourself in the eyes and ask yourself this question: would I fall in love with this person? That would I fall in love with this person? Without any substance, without anything else, will I love her? Because no one knows me better than I do. No one knows my darkest side better than I do. No one knows my bad habit better than I do, right? While we believe we know someone else based on the first sight, like, oh my God, they have every quality we have. How about I look at myself in the eyes and see, will I love you? Even on your darkest time, even on your worst time, even on the most ugly time. We all have the ugliest time. Would I love this person who stands in front of me? Because that, for me, is very crucial. Because I do, but not until later part of my life. Not until later part, of course, a lot of people will have their own standard, saying, well, you're too tall, you're too big, you're too fat, you're too ugly, you're something. It come to the moment that it really didn't matter to me. It's every morning when I look in the mirror myself, I love the way I talk, I love the vocabulary that I use, I love the way I treat other people. I am the same in person as I am in front of internet. I love how I handle things. I love all those kind of things. I didn't born with it, believe it or not. It's through the time I correct little bit and working toward the version I like of myself, or I want myself to be. I made a lot of mistakes. I did a lot of stupid things. I, blame myself. I had very many wrong boyfriends or whatever you call it. But each relationship, each obstacle in my life slowly pushed me to become where I am today. So when I'm looking in the mirror of myself, I do, believe it or not, very often ask myself, will I love myself? If I don't, what area can I improve? What thing can I do to make this person lovable? Not for other people to love, but for me to love this person. What can I do to help you? What can I do to protect you? It's very often I tell you guys to detach from your own body, have a good conversation with yourself. It's only when you detach from your body, you also detach yourself from all those past pain, all those memory that you cling on to, all those fear you cling on to, and then you are able to look at yourself and say, what can I help? What can I do for you? So anyway, it's only when you start having that thought and understand, what, I can really love this person. When she's insecure, when she's angry, she didn't throw a drama. When she's upset, she's not unreasonable. When she is happy, she loves to share her world with people. When I look at myself and I see all the good and flaws in me, and I do see the flaws in me, I love every single part of them. So it's that vibe, it's that core. It's that belief, like, this is me and I'm happy to be me. It's going to attract the right person into your life, because the core will then decide your world, how your universe. I always say you are the center of your universe. I'm not your center of your universe, but you are. You are. And nobody know you better than, you. So when I want to create the world I want, what's more to do than try to get the center of the universe correct first? So look, I just simply wanna accelerate this topic, because I think it's important for you guys to know. When many of you still come to me, want to know when my true love is gonna come, when my meant to be is gonna show up, when am I gonna get married, how I'm gonna meet the right one, and things like that. I said this in many episodes before. Before you wanna attract the right one, be the right one yourself. Before you want to receive love, be able to love yourself first. Because why? You are the core of your universe. You are the center of your universe. So, to make it simplify, and thanks to this YouTuber, really, that's exercise to this. Look at the mirror and look at yourself, and then ask yourself this question without anybody around. Come on, your darkest truth. Would I fall in love with this person? If not, that's okay, because I gone through that moment too. What can I do to better it? What can I do to accelerate that? Like, what can I do so I can make myself even more lovable by myself? Good part and the bad part of me. So anyway, again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always subscribe me or join me live on Facebook on live. I really need to work on this part. So anyway, I'll go to my website, ruowen.com. Till then, next time, bye.